For the past few days, we've been hearing news that our neighboring countries are coming into our land and claiming it to be theirs. China was saying that Galwan Valley was theirs, and we saw the history associated with that in a two-parts episode. If you have not seen it, please do watch it. It is a very interesting set of episode. And right before that, there was a news that Nepal included few of Indian territories to their political map. We felt so vulnerable, and there are many who still wonder why India has not even talked about it to Nepal, a country which is basically smaller than most states in India. So why is it that India is ready to talk to China about the border issue, but it is not ready to talk to Nepal about it? Is India even right in saying that the territory included by Nepal is ours? So this is again a two-parts episode where I will be talking about what India thinks about China and what India thinks about Nepal. But before I get into the episode, I should say that in these episodes I will merely be stating the facts and not my opinion. The main aim of this topic is that I give the facts that would help you to form your own opinion. So now let's get into the episode. In 1816, Sugauli Treaty was signed between the British East India Company and the King of Nepal after the Anglo-Nepalese War. According to that treaty, the regions of Limpiadura, Kalapani and Lipulekh belongs to Nepal, and the treaty declared the Mahakali River of Nepal as the border between the two countries. India does not agree to this and claims that these areas are its own. In addition to Mahakali River on the west, Gantak River in the south and Mekhi in the east are two other rivers which demarcate the border between India and Nepal. Around 600 kilometers of the India-Nepal border is defined by rivers. Nepal actually shares a border of around 1,850 kilometers with 5 Indian states to its east, south and west, and those states are Bihar, Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. And in the north of Nepal is the Chinese-administered Tibet. A map based on the Sugauli region was drawn up in the 1850s by the Survey of India and the Nepal authorities, and Nepal provides this map as an evidence to prove that the disputed region actually belongs to Nepal. But India consistently refuses to accept these maps as a proof. Instead, India says that the map that was drawn by the British colonial government in the 1870s should be taken as an evidence. That map shows that the area in dispute belongs to India, but that map does not have the certification of Nepal. The Lipulekh Pass, which lies at the center of the current dispute, is at an altitude of 5,000 meters. Nepal claims that the Indian Army has encroached 372 square kilometers towards Limpiadura from Kalapani since the 1962 Indo-China War. At that time, Nepal, being a friendly country, allowed the Indian troops to set up camps in that region, but even after the war, Indian troops continued to stay there. Several governments of Nepal requested the Indian troops to go back, but it did not happen. A committee known as the Nepal-India Joint Technical Level Boundary Committee has been working for the last 26 years, and they were able to settle nearly 97% of the border between Nepal and India. But it failed to resolve the border issues along disputed regions, which includes the places that have been included in the Nepal map now. Then more recently, what India did was, it inaugurated a road connecting India to China through Lipulekh, which is one of the disputed territories, as a part of the Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimage route without consulting Nepal. The Nepal government claims that by taking advantage of Nepal's negligence in guarding its borders, India has encroached on its borderland. Reports from Nepal claims that Indians from UP and Bihar have encroached on over 60,000 hectares of land in 23 out of 75 bordering districts. We should also note that Nepal keeps complaining about Indian encroachment along the borders, and India also complains about Nepali encroachment along the borders. By now, you might have gotten an idea about what exactly is happening between India and Nepal. Stay connected for the next part of this same episode, and that episode is going to be much more interesting because it will have the information about how India deals with China and how India deals with Nepal diplomatically.